Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique. I hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year and welcome to 2023. I hope you all had a great holiday season, a good end to 2022. We are starting off 2023 with some interesting energy as we have both Mars and Mercury both retrograde, which, as I have told all of the other signs, keep all of your goal setting that you usually do for the new year. Possibly wait until mid-January to the end of January, or just be really fluid with your goals and maybe be able to modify them as you move through the month, because you want to make sure you have clarity. You want to make sure you had forward movement when setting your goals. That's going to affect you for the rest of the year, right? So the great thing is that both Mercury and Mars and Uranus will actually all be direct by the end of January. So by the time you get to the 22nd or so, you will have full steam ahead with these planets, and you will be able to get a clear idea of what you want to do with your goals, okay? All right, Sagittarius. So what today we're going to do is we're actually going to pull 2 cards for each week of the month. Take a look at the description below where it's going to list all of the important astrology dates for you. I'm actually using a new deck today called the Gold Foil Tarot, which I really like. It kind of has a holographic appeal to it, so I really like that, like an aesthetic. This is kind of nice. Also, Sag, if you haven't already liked, subscribed, commented on Scorpio Soul Time, given me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate if you would. If you have any comments, suggestions on how you think Scorpio Soul Time could be improved for this new year, I'm really trying to make sure I have content that is valuable for everyone. Okay, Sag, so let's get right into it. Feel free to take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, Sag, because that will help you get a more well-rounded look at the different areas of your life with these themes starting off the new year, okay? So the first week, we actually have the star card. So really beautiful energy, Sag, that Aquarius energy coming on in right at the very beginning of the month. So that's some beautiful energy, as well as the 3 of Cups. So you all are maybe celebrating some type of news that comes in that first week of the month. So already starting off really nice there, Sag. Second week of the month, you do have the Knight of Swords in reverse, as well as the Magician. So already 2 really benefic major arcana cards coming on in, the Star and the Magician, the first half of the month. So really nice there. Third week, you do have the 9 of Wands, so possibly needing to refocus your energies, end of a cycle possibly coming in that 3rd week of the month, as well as the Justice card. So you've already received 3 major arcana cards each week, Sag. So really dynamic month for you all. And you end the month with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position, and the 4 of Wands in reverse. So overall, Sag, you all have some really nice energy starting this January, starting off this year. You don't really have any cards here that look like they're of great concern. I would say by the time you get to like that 2nd and 3rd week, you do have this energy of maybe trying to get something started, or being really tired from maybe trying to get something started. So just be really patient with yourself throughout the month. But overall, Sag, you all look like you have some really nice energy. So what's interesting about these cards is they're really slippery, so they tend to move around a lot. Okay, so that first week, Sagittarius, like I said, you have the Star card and you have the Three of Cups. And we start off the month with Venus conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, and Venus moves into Aquarius. So I feel like that Venus energy is really going to come in for you all with that Star card moving into Aquarius. Really nice time to focus on yourself, but also helping others with that Aquarian energy. And I feel like that Three of Cups, you're celebrating some good news that comes in. It could be good news for yourself or someone in your group. So really beautiful way to start off the new year, Sagittarius. So then as we move to the second week of January, Sag, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Magician card. And to me, the second week, we already have Mars going direct, as well as Venus squaring the nodes on the 10th. And so there is this energy, I feel like, of you trying to get some momentum moving or some momentum going with that Mars going direct on the 12th. And this Magician card is almost kind of giving you this, I don't want to say a false sense of hope, but almost like be careful that you're not trying to go too hard, too fast, just because once Mars goes direct on the 12th, you're like, okay, I can do anything. Well, I think the universe is kind of like, okay, still, think through what you're doing. Don't rush into anything, especially coming off of this high of the very beginning of the month. You might really be flying high, which is great. I think that Magician card is definitely going to make you feel like you can, accomplish anything, but just be wary of that Knight of Swords. You might be moving too quickly, saying something like at a turn. Just be really careful that you're not too anxious, trying to jump into something too soon, okay? By the time you get to the third week of January, Sag, you have the Nine of Wands in the upright, as well as the Justice card. So if any of you have been waiting on a ruling, waiting on possibly information that you have been, this could be anything from a court case, but then it could also just be you asking your boss for a raise, or you going to, ask, at the bank for a loan. There is this energy of you have been kind of tired of waiting on hearing a verdict or hearing back. And it feels like by the time you get to this third week with that Justice card in the upright position, you may hear back on a loan or something you've been waiting on, or your boss finally gets back to you after the holidays about a raise. But you, at this point, I feel like it's kind of gonna lack some of the excitement just because you have been waiting for so long. So just don't be surprised if you don't really get as excited as you probably would have a few months ago if you would have heard that information then. But just the same, it looks really positive that you're going to hear some good news. And then by the end of the month, Uranus goes direct on the 22nd, Sun moves into Aquarius on the 20th, and Venus moves into Pisces on the 26th, Sagittarius. So this Queen of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, I feel like there's this energy of you really feeling good about your finances, your resources. It feels like whatever this was that you probably got clarity on from that Justice card, and also whatever you've been celebrating since the beginning of the month, it feels like it just continues on through the month. It feels like that Four of Wands, even though it's in reverse, it just might mean you all haven't decided where you're planning, the event, or what you're gonna, you don't have all of the details ironed out yet with that Four of Wands in reverse. But that Queen of Pentacles to me is like more celebratory news, but more like you're feeling good about your finances. You're feeling good about your wealth that you're building with someone. You're really feeling good about where you're at. So Sagittarius, overall, looks like a really great start to January. I would say really take a look at where is it in your life that you're feeling good about, how you help others, how you are starting new things, and how you're like really making sure you're closing up loose ends so that when you get to the end of the month, you have all that forward momentum of Mercury, Mars, and Uranus, and you're starting February off on a really good note. Okay, Sag, take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I'll talk to you later.